The world praises intelligence. But what if I told you most people are getting it completely wrong? Let me ask you, do you think intelligence is only about having a high IQ, solving math problems, memorizing facts? I used to think so too, until I left everything behind. Years ago, I walked away from the noise of the modern world to sit in silence, to seek what can't be taught in schools, but only learned through stillness. And what I discovered might change the way you look at intelligence forever. Let me tell you how. In the monastery, one of my first lessons was this. A student once asked our master, "How do I become more intelligent?" He smiled and replied, "First, unlearn what you know." It shocked me, but over time I saw the truth. Most people equate intelligence with knowledge, but true intelligence is the ability to perceive reality without distortion, to see yourself clearly, to listen without waiting to speak, to act with awareness, not just habit. And here's the twist. You can increase this kind of intelligence every single day, but very few do. Why? Because they're distracted. One of my favorite stories is of a young monk who asked the elder, "Why can't I understand myself? I meditate, I pray, but still I feel confused." The elder took him to a still pond. He threw in a stone, and as the ripples disturbed the surface, he said, "This is your mind on distraction. You see, only when the water becomes still can you see your reflection clearly." That is the first key to intelligence. Stillness. Not just outer silence, but inner stillness. Ask yourself, when was the last time you just sat, without your phone, without music, without anything? Scary, right? But here's the urgency. If your mind is always noisy, always reacting, you're not thinking. You're surviving. And survival mode kills growth. People train their bodies in gyms, their resumes in offices, but how many train their attention? In the monastery, every action, sweeping the floor, eating rice, walking, was a lesson in awareness. And at first, it felt ridiculous. I thought, how does this make me smarter? But over time, I realized something profound. When you master awareness, you master choice. And the ability to choose your response over your reaction is the hallmark of intelligence. Let me give you an example. A fellow monk was once publicly insulted in a village. He stood silently, bowed gently, and walked away. Later I asked him, "Why didn't you defend yourself?" He smiled. If someone offers you a gift and you don't accept it, who does it belong to? That is the kind of intelligence that no classroom can teach. Many people read books, listen to podcasts, chase knowledge. But here's the danger. Information without integration becomes inflation. You feel smarter, but act no different. In the monastery, we were taught to digest wisdom. We didn't read 10 books a month. We read one verse and meditated on it for days. And the result? Clarity, depth, peace. So here's a challenge for you today. Don't just consume this video. Pause after it ends. Ask, how will I apply this? Because true intelligence is action born from insight. You want to increase your intelligence? Not just in theory, but in real life? Then start with these. 1. Daily stillness. 10 minutes of silence, no phone. No agenda. Just breathe and observe. It will sharpen your perception. 2. Mindful learning. One idea a day. Stop chasing volume. Focus on depth. Reflect more. Scroll less. 3. Awareness in action. Choose one daily task. Eating, walking, brushing teeth, and do it with full attention. It will rewire your brain. Now, listen closely. There is urgency in this. Why? Because your mind is the only tool through which you experience life. If it's dull, reactive, and scattered, so is your life. But if it's sharp, calm, and clear, you become unstoppable. And the world doesn't need more know-it-alls. It needs more people who know themselves. So if you take nothing else from this video, take this. Still your mind. Watch your thoughts. Train your awareness. And your intelligence will rise like the sun after a long night. The most powerful mind is the quietest one. And the smartest person is often the one who speaks last. You don't need to become someone else. You only need to return to who you truly are. Now, if you're wondering how to deal with people who test your peace, click on the video on your screen right now. How a Monk Deals with Disrespect. It's waiting for you with more ancient wisdom and powerful insights. Until then, breathe deeply, live simply, and walk the path with courage.